Good morning. We are in Montreal, Canada. I am in a Aerobask Epic E1000. Good morning, Iowa Scotsman. Good to see you this morning. We'll see if this works better this time. I think I found my problem. I streamed 2 days ago, and partway through the stream, I got a crash the desktop, and I couldn't figure out what the heck it was. So I shut the stream down and went ahead and redid the flight. And partway through that flight, I had the same thing. I got a crash the desktop. What it turned out to be was this guy. This guy here is a Fly with Lewis script, and it basically allows me to basically get weather information if Habitat can't get it. I basically look at the real weather, or the real weather that's in output real weather, or I look at if I've created some manual weather, which is what I've done today. It'll look at that file and it'll find what the weather, what the METAR is. So what would happen is if I clicked on this, and I can come up here. So if I clicked on this right here, so that you can see that flashing cursor there, my VRAM would start to increase, and it would go until if I click over here, that cursor goes away, then it would stop increasing. That's what the problem was. So, but I didn't realize it until I'm like completely out of. That's not good. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Give me just a second. VR is so much fun. Okay, I think I'm working again. For some reason, my let me check. Okay, alrighty. For some reason, my chat window went a little crazy on me, but but that's what the problem was. And so so what I figured out is I had this set for this type of window is I had it as a type the decoration type was 0, and that was what was causing the problem. I changed it to a 2, and then it seems to be okay. So let's continue about our business. So alrighty, so let me get the airplane started. That's gonna be okay. So let me check. That's working. That's working. All right, get you out of the way. So I wanted to check a couple of things. 330s max. Trying to look at what my climb out speed is. Rotation 85 knots. Best angle of climb, best rate of climb 144. Okay, so I want to be blah 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 blah. All right, so I want to be between 124 and 144 knots when I climb out of here. So I originally started with real weather, and that was atrocious. It's raining really, really, really hard. It was very distracting. So I set some manual weather, and this is what I set. So I got winds of 240 at 5 knots, scattered at 6,000, few at 21. We're going to be at 28, and few up at 36. So that's kind of where we are. Alrighty. I figured out what the problem was with my checklist. Now it's working the way it's supposed to work. Blah, blah, blah.
Streaming pre-flight checklist.
Alrighty.
OBS Beyond Mic.
Yeah, that's working.
Check. OBS Sim Sound.
I've seen some.
Check. OBS Streaming.
Yeah, looks like we're still streaming. I didn't break that. Yes.
Check. OBS Webcam.
Pretty sure I saw myself. Yep.
Check. OVR Toolkit Windows.
Yeah.
Check. Fly with Lewis Sound Script.
Yep.
Check. Avitab Plugin.
Yep.
Check. Request clearance.
Okay. So let me so CYUL. Enter. So here's what's going on with Avitab. So this airport here, you look down here. Oh, actually it has I wonder where it got it from. That's interesting. Does it have it right? No, not really. Yeah, so that isn't a match, so alright, we won't worry about that for right now. Clearance. Request clearance. I'm not ready to do anything, so we got the flight plan in here. I can't put the flight plan in here till I get some power. So
Request. Door. Open. Fuel.
Fuel. Let me go look. I think I put fuel in this thing, so well, let me go down here. Yeah. So I've been having a problem where I didn't put enough fuel in it, and it took me a while to understand that. Over on SimBrief, it's in kilograms, and there, that is in kilograms. I do see it now. Okay. So main, okay. So, yeah. So about, that looks about right. Yeah, I should be good, so. All right. So I'll close that down. Fuel, yes, we're good.
Refuel as necessary. If GPU needed.
No, I don't need GPU.
Connect GPU. Flags and wheel chocks.
So we gotta get rid of some chocks. And I can see that they're on. Move chuck.
Remove. Co-pilot and passengers.
You got any passengers? I just want a left passenger.
Enter cockpit. Enter cabin and close door.
We're going to close the doors.
Enter and close. All switches. Off.
Okay, I think I'm done with
Landing
this.
gear lever. Down. Flaps. Up. Air conditioning knobs. All min. Emergency alt. Check armed. Breakers. All pushed. Power. Idle. Propeller. Feathered. Condition lever. Cut off. Parking brakes. Engaged. Fuel tank selector. Off, in red. Flight controls. Full and free. Power. Idle. Propeller. Feathered. Condition lever. Cut off. Battery 1 and 2. On. Avionics master. On. Insta and panel brightness. Adjust. EMS, battery voltage. Check A per 1000 yen 24V. MFD, EMS system page. Show. Fuel selector. Left. Left fuel pump. On. Equals fuel pressure. 14 psi. Fuel selector. Right. Equals fuel pressure. 0.0 psi. Right fuel pump. On. Equals fuel pressure. 14 psi. Right fuel pump. Off. Fuel selector. Left. Equals MFD, EMS system page. Hide. Strobe light. On. Start button. Press. Equals at 10% NG. Igniter on. Equals oil pressure. Check rising. Equals at 15% NG. Condition lever low. Equals starter gen. Weight switch on. At NG. A per 1000 yen 51%. Equals igniter. Off. Equals condition lever. High. Equals propeller. Max RPM. If GPU connected. Disconnect GPU. Equals ITT. Check 2928 degree. Equals NG. Check 51%. Equals oil pressure. Check 60 psi. Equals voltage. Check 27.6 28.4 V. All engine parameters.
You didn't have my generator on.
Green.
I thought I did.
Pusher. On. Press air. Auto. Autopilot. On. Trim. On. Air conned. On. Air conditioning. Set. Transponder. STBY and dial. PFD altimeter.
Okay. So we're about 140.
Set QNH. ESI 500 altimeter.
I need to fix this part of the checklist. I should have it where, when I set it, we're about where it should be. It will say it's about 114. Oh, that's good.
Set QNH. MFD flight plan.
We're wrong here. That's pretty close. Where are we at? Enter flight plan. Okay. So
Enter FPL.
flight plan.
Aileron and rudder trims. Neutral. Elevator trim. T/O. Power. Idle.
Okay.
Power adjust. 1190 1250 RPM. Power beta. On. Equals beta mode. Check, CA and EMS. Power beta. Off. Breakers. All pushed. Starter gen switch. Off. Equals voltage. Below 24 volts. Equals CA message. Generator off. Starter gen switch. On. Power beta. Off. Power. Set 1500 RPM. Equals all engine parameters.
Green.
Check all green. Propeller. Backward at 30%. Equals NP RPM. Check 1000 RPM. Propeller. Max RPM. Power adjust. 1190 1250 RPM. Flaps. Full down. Flaps. Full up. Flaps. T/O. Elevator trim. T/O. Flight director. On. Autopilot off and configured.
I keep saying I gotta check this. I gotta figure out what this is looking for. The autopilot is off. So let me see if I turn the flight director back off. No, it's looking for something else. And I just don't know what that is. All right. Well, we'll just not worry about
Configured.
it.
NAV light.
So nav light.
On. Inertial separator. On. Pitot stall heat. On. ATC request taxi.
Okay. Uh, so where do we want to be here? I think I'm gonna have to be on ground. Say weather.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf weather at Charlie Yankee Uniform Lima is overcast. Visibility is 4 miles. Winds are 035 at 8 knots. Cloud coverage is 700 broken. 2200 overcast. Current altimeter is 3028. Temperature 5°.4.
So even though I put in manual weather, my pilot's ATC thinks it's using real weather. So that's life. Say active runway.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf arriving and departing runway 06 left, 06 right.
And I really want to take off on 24. That's what the winds are. So, Epic 6 Bravo Golf requests taxi to runway 24 left.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf taxi to runway 06 left via taxiways Romeo, Alpha, runway 28 Echo, Bravo, Bravo 2, Foxtrot, hold short runway 24 left, and runway 06 right, and runway 06 left. Taxi to runway 06 left via taxiways Romeo, Alpha, runway 28 Echo, Bravo, Bravo 2, Foxtrot, hold short runway 24 left, and runway 06 right, and runway 06 left. Epic 6 Bravo Golf.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf requests taxi to runway 24 left.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf taxi to runway 24 left via taxiways Romeo, hold short runway 24 left. Taxi to runway 24 left via taxiways Romeo, hold short runway 24 left. Epic 6 Bravo Golf.
Okay, so we got requested taxi.
Request. Taxi light. On. Parking brakes. Release. Brakes. Test. Turn indicator and she. Check moving. Equals and set parking brakes.
Oh. It's like, why is this racing along? Well, because I had my condition lever up on high. And that's not where it should be right now. Okay.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf contact tower on 134.15, have a good morning. Tower on 134.15 Epic 6 Bravo Golf. Set. Transponder.
Oh, we want this on altitude?
Alt. Igniter. On. Taxi light. Off. Landing light. On. ATC request takeoff.
Okay. Epic 6 Bravo Golf ready for departure.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf winds are 035 at 8 knots. Altimeter is 3028. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 24 left.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 24 left. Epic 6 Bravo Golf. Request. Parking brakes. Release. Equals and set parking brakes.
4 left.
Set. Power beta. Off. Headset equipment. Connect. Fuel pump left and right. On. Fuel selector. Switch fullest. HDG bug.
I thought I could like click on that and it would put me there, but
Align to RWY.
that didn't
Clock.
work. Oh, we'll call it there.
No time. Propeller. Max RPM. Condition lever. High. Power. Set 80% NG. Parking brakes. Release. At 80 kts. Rotate. And take off. Take off. Equals brakes. Apply. Equals landing gear. Up. Equals flaps. Up. Equals yaw damper. On. Equals igniter. Off. Equals fuel autosil. On.
Epic 6 Bravo
Equals
Golf. Enjoy
inertial
your
separator.
morning. Frequency change approved.
Off. Propeller. 1700 RPM. Equals torque. A per thousand unspecified currency 100%. Equals prop NP. 1700 RPM. Equals ITT. A per thousand unspecified currency 7608 degree. Equals NG. A per thousand unspecified currency 102%. Equals oil psi. Check 9135 psi. Equals oil temp. Check 101108 degree. Voltage. Check 27.6 28.4 V. Air conditioning. Adjust. Dip psi. Checking cruise. Breakers. All pushed. Equals windshield heat switch.
I thought I had the autopilot on, I didn't. Pretty easy to get behind this airplane. When I was climbing out there manually, I had so much pressure on the yoke that it was it was hard to like push buttons. So breakers all pushed. So it says windshield heat on.
On. Equals PFD altimeter.
We're not high enough yet. We will be, but not quite yet. Okay. Need to set my altitude. I should have done that earlier. $28,000, flight level change. And then I use the up and the down button to control how fast. So if I put the nose up a little bit more, this will increase, and then that's going to decrease. So I need to go a little bit more. How far to our next waypoint? We got 19 miles, so I gotta look and see. Everything look okay? Let me just look. Everything okay? Yeah. Probably use a little more power. Just need to make sure. We want NG, you know, I can print up. It just got to stay in the green. And that does. So I'm going to go to charts. Sim brief. This is the one. And yeah, it'd be nice if there was a way to go right to a page. I want to see what the profile looks like. Whoops, back up. There's a profile. So let's see what I got going on here. Okay, so I get to top of climb before I hit any waypoint. So top of climb's got to be first. So I need to be climbing as fast as I can climb until, where am I going to? Fawns? That may be fawns, it may not be displayed. Let me look here. Yep, that looks right. So if I look here, there's fawns and then there's Bugsy. Hello. So there's Bugsy. So that's fawns. It doesn't show it on this profile, but that's what it is. So okay. So we just got to get climbing. And I got 12 miles to Fawns. So I want to be at 28,000 before Fawns. So we're gonna go through some fuel. Let me look and make sure what all I got. Okay, we're above 10,000 feet, so I can set this to 2992. Need to speed this one up a bit.
Set 29.92 or 1013. Equals ESI 500 altimeter. Set 29.92 or 1013. Equals landing light. Off.
Okay. Looks like we're in cruise, or we're getting the cruise. All right. So, so as far as the flight plan's concerned, we're just going to follow it. So as far as the details of it, not necessary. What I can do is go to maps and Wait for it to fill in. Let's go to world high IFR. We can actually do VFR. Yeah. So I didn't quite make it in time, but that's okay. So we're turning the font, and according to the vertical profile, I was supposed to be at 28,000. I'm at 18, so that's a little crazy. That you've got to climb like that rapidly, like up in the air, but all new experiences, so that's just the way it goes. So alrighty. So
Propeller, 1,500 1,700 RPM. Adjust. Equals torque. A per thousand unspecified currency 100%. Equals prop NP. A per thousand unspecified currency 1,700 RPM. Equals ITT. A per thousand unspecified currency 7608 degree. Equals NG. A per thousand unspecified currency 102%. Equals oil psi. Check 90-135 psi. Equals oil temp. Check 10-1108 degree. Voltage. Check 27.6 28.4 V. Air conditioning. Adjust. Equals cabin alt, below FL 280. Check A per thousand unspecified currency 7,500 feet. Equals diff psi. Check A per thousand unspecified currency 6.6 psi.
okay, so that's that completed the cruise checklist. So the next thing on the agenda is descent, and that will be a while. The one thing I'm noticing is, remember I said when I was getting ready, when I was doing the pre-flight, his briefing was that we need to be climbing at way less than what I am. So I'm trying to get the, I'm trying to use the up here to get it to get the airspeed to slow down so it'll climb faster. So because I'm pretty close to max power, my NG's like at 98.9, so I'm pretty close to max power right here. So I can't give it any more juice to make it go quicker, but I can like pitch the nose up more, and so make it climb faster in that respect, and then it'll get to 28,000 quicker. So it's kind of a cool airplane that's kind of like has you kind of fly at the flight levels of where like regional jets fly, and when it's when it's not climbing like it is right now, it'll run 250, 275 knots. So it cruises right along. So it's been fun playing Lauren. So I started off with a Cessna 172 with the re-out expansion pack, and 'cause I wanted to fly this airplane, and so then I went to a Thuranda Cessna 208, and from there I went to a Kodiak, and when I was comfortable enough in the Kodiak, then it was time to fly this airplane. So and I've been really happy with my choice, and it works pretty good in VR. A lot of this stuff is really, really, really small. Like the letters and stuff are pretty small in it, but that's why I use the checklist to kind of make sure that I've actually hit the right button, and because they're kind of small. But once I've done it, and I've only like flown this a few times. But once you've done it a few times, you kind of like know there's kind of a flow to it that, you know, you go across here and then you come down here, and then, you know, you got to go over here, you know, so it's kind of a flow to it. So I'm glad I figured out what the heck was going wrong with the crash of desktop. That was annoying. And so I'm finally flying back from Montreal, where I was the beginning of this month, beginning of last month, the beginning of February. And so I had a great time at the Laminar Research Developers Summit, and that was just a lot of fun to meet lots of developers that I knew their names, but I did not know their faces. So on the other hand, a lot of them knew from my plugins and from my support. They knew who I was, so that was kind of also interesting. So when I was there, I hung out mostly with Thomas. He's the creator of the Yaman. It's like a portable. So it's like a little bit bigger than an Xbox controller, but it's got like pulls on it for throttle. It's got some sliders on it for throttle and prop. It's got a little thumb wheel or trim wheel, and then on the back of it, it's got two buttons that are connected. So it's your rudder pedal. So when you push in on one, the other one goes out. So it is pretty cool that it's all kind of integrated. And I went ahead and I purchased it because I want to use it with my tablet. Well, right now it isn't quite working, but he's working on getting that to work correctly. So okay, so where are we at here? So NG's at 100, and so our airspeed is slowly increasing. So. Actually, I should put the nose down, right? Hmm. I need to figure this out. So my speed's at 180, and I'm at a pretty nose high altitude. So and I thought this up and down would work. It worked good for flight level change, but right now, there's no like real speed knob, you know, like in an airliner. So at least I don't think there is. Well, that is interesting. And I personally don't want to like play around too much. I'm kind of where I belong, but I thought that this would have had an influence on that. But it doesn't seem to. The thing's way down at the bottom. And it sure looks like the nose is pitched up. You know, where if you wanted to go faster, you would tend to pitch your nose down. But if I do that, interesting. I'm not quite bold enough to pull out data rep tool to resolve it. Oh well. More to learn. Because it has like, it doesn't seem to have any influence over that. And like, yeah, I can feel this too. Yeah, I'm just doing something wrong. But I can feel that this one's really slow. No. Not sure what the deal is. So the plane isn't going as fast as it should. And you can see that the nose is up. But Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, the speed button just seems to change it from knots to Mach. It doesn't seem to really have an effect. Hmm. That's about where I thought I'd be with the clouds. I thought there'd be a cloud layer, a few up above us, and some scattered underneath us. So, and that's what we got. So. So it could be that I've just got it mapped to something wrong, but even if I on this wheel here, so it's the same thing. It's if I try to go to down, so I raise it up like that, it doesn't move. It's stuck at 180. Let me try to go the other way. No, that thing's like stuck at 180 for some reason. But the flight plan clearly says 250, so we're not. Not doing that, or are we? Ground speed. Don't know. Just don't know. Well, the computer's behaving pretty well today. That's good. Got frame times where I would really like them to be. That's good. The frame times, CPU frame times like under 15. Like, actually, between like 11 and a half and 12 and a half. That's really good. That's pretty cool. So I got to do a little research on this here. But when I look down here, I see, excuse me, it says ground speed is 330K in this box. And then true airspeed is 334. So I'm not sure what the correlation is in these boxes to this. And I've got the pitot stall heat is on, so it can't be freezing or anything. It's cold up here, but and I don't see any signs. When I was flying the other day, I had like ice on the windshield, so on the windshield. So. Yeah, you can see that. It says 180, and you can see it right there. And this up and down button doesn't seem to have any influence whatsoever on it. So it could be I might have this mapped okay for like vertical speed and flight level change, but for that there, maybe it's not right. I don't know. But I'm not sure where you would adjust it at though. Because when I first flew the plane, that was the problem I had, is I couldn't figure out where to adjust the speed. And so now it looks like it works with vertical speed and flight level change, but if neither one of them are selected, there's no way to adjust that, which seems kind of odd, because when I'm looking at this here, you know, basically, it was, I don't know. I'm at a little bit of a loss. Need to do some more research. Yeah, because if it's supposed to do like 330, I got to figure out a way to kind of make it go a little faster. I mean, it's like it's slow. It's like 218 knots, but but it's like it's being told to go slower. Don't know. I have to find some videos. What's like a whole lot of information on this plane to like for this kind of stuff. So we're 191 miles from Erie, and like we're coming up on our top of descent. Top of descent's about 100 and it looks like top of descent is 105 miles from Erie. So when we get there, we need to, when the distance here to Erie gets to be about 105, we're 187 right now. Gets to be 105, then we need to pull some power out and get it to descend. Yeah, fuel looks a lot better than the previous times I flew this. Took me a while to understand that SimBrief was giving me fuel in kilograms, not in gallons. So when I seen a post that said if the you basically get half as far as you thought you're going to get, and that's exactly what was going on. So. And where we got to get to, huh? So by the time we get to Erie, we want to be at 2,600 feet. So go down in steps. Here, you've got to be at 26 there. Still quite a bit to learn. Yeah, I need to look at the performance better. Because what I'm looking at here, it says best cruise 175 knots, indicated airspeed at flight level 340. I'm at flight level 280. So I'm going faster than best cruise. So maybe I'm expecting this plane to do more than what it can do. Need to need to investigate that part. So nothing's in the red or anything, but so the important part will be if I know how to land this thing. I'm pretty sure I can land it. It's not too hard to land. Beta on these planes are pretty incredible. I mean, you can actually put it in beta. You go back far enough, the thing will back right up. It's pretty amazing. So, but we won't need to do anything close to that at Erie. So. Just checking. Let's start descending. So I put in 10,000, so we'll start descending. Getting rid of some power will probably help more.
Propeller, 1500-1700 RPM. Adjust. Equals torque. A per thousand unspecified currency 100%. Equals prop NP. A per thousand unspecified currency 1700 RPM. Equals ITT. A per thousand unspecified currency 7608 degree. equals NG. A per 1000 unspecified currency 102%. Equals oil psi. Check 90 135 psi. Equals oil temp. Check 10 1108 degree. Voltage. Check 27.6 28.4 V. Diff psi. Check to cruise. Equals landing light.
17 minutes to get to Erie. So we're at 6,000 feet. Kind of looking at where I'm at. If that's what I think it is, I can probably get a little bit lower. Yep. Oh, let's go. Let's go down to 4. Okay. We'll turn our landing light on.
Equals windshield heat switch. Off. Equals PFD altimeter.
Oh, we're gonna have to figure out what the altimeter is. We'll just create it. Okay. 3085.
Set QNH. Equals ESI 500 altimeter.
3085.
Set QNH.
Okay.
Propeller. 1700 RPM. Yaw damper.
No, wait a little bit. say active runway.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf arriving and departing runway 06.
Let's say wind.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf Erie International Ridge winds are 150 at 11 knots.
Let's see. What does next plane say? Nope. Epic 6 Bravo Golf inbound to land, runway 24.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf report left downwind for runway 24.
Will report left downwind for runway 24 Epic 6 Bravo Golf.
Okay, we're less than 10 miles away. We're going to turn off the yaw damper.
Off. Igniter. On. Inertial separator. On. Fuel autosol. Off. Fuel selector.
Looks like it's already there. Okay, let's turn autopilot off. And have my airplane.
Switch fullest. Landing light. On. Breakers. All pushed. Parking brakes. Check release. Flaps, 180 keys. T/O. ATC request clearance. Request. Propeller. Max RPM. Taxi light. On. Landing gear, 150 keys.
Whoops.
Down 3 green. Flaps, 130 keys. Full down. Autopilot. Off. Land main gear first.
I overshot the airport quite a bit. Wow. Having a hard time seeing that runway. There we go. Okay, well, we made it back to Erie. That's cool. We haven't quite landed yet, but yeah, I was looking at the flight plan and I completely misjudged where how close I was. So okay, so we got full flaps. We got the gear down. Epic 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 24. Epic 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 24.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf altimeter is 3018, call turning final for runway 24.
Okay. Turned out not to be too bad. We got full flaps, gears down. Land okay. Cool. Let's see how we go. Epic 6 Bravo Golf turning final.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf winds are 190 at 8 knots, cleared to land runway 24.
Cleared to land runway 24 Epic 6 Bravo Golf.
$500, $400, $300, $200, $100,
Touchdown. Power.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf exit runway when able.
Not sure why. Look, we'll have to do a little practicing. But I'm not complaining. That's why. So when I was coming in to land, I was wondering what the heck happened. Because it was like pretty much most of my power dropped away. Well, when I looked over, I got stopped here. Walk parking, right? Okay. So, we're at idle. So when I looked over, my prop was about here. So, so when I landed, that's where my prop was. I mean, I'm kind of like, you know, and when I was wondering why I got like a hard landing, well, that would explain it. Your prop should be, when you're landing, should be full. So, okay.
Idle. Power beta. On. Flaps. Up. And set parking brakes. Set. Headset equipment. Disconnect. Clock.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf, clear of active runway 24.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf, welcome to Erie International Ridge Contact Ground on 121.9er. Have a nice day.
No time. Ground on 121.9. Flight director. Epic 6 Bravo Golf off. Transponder. STBY. Igniter. Off. Pusher. Off. Press air. Off. Strobe light. Off. Landing light. Off. Pitot stall heat. Off. Aileron and rudder trims. Neutral. Elevator trim. Reset for T/O. Air conditioning. Adjust. Parking brakes.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf, ready to taxi to general aviation parking.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf taxi to general aviation parking via taxiways Alpha release Echo, Bravo and set parking short runway 02. Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiways Alpha, Echo, Bravo, hold short runway 02 Epic 6 Bravo Golf.
Okie dokie. Well, we made it back to Erie. Kinda blew the approach. I knew what I needed to do. It was not, I don't know why, but it was not real easy to see the runway. So I'm not sure why that was true, but it was. And, so maybe I was paying too much attention to the flight plan. That could be. But we're finally here, so. All in all, I like the airplane. It's pretty nice. Lots of things to learn. I need to learn the speed and stuff. How to make it. Maybe it was going as fast as it can go. But I'll have to kind of do some more research on that. So, pilot to ATC actually behaved fairly well. Had to tell it more than once to.
Epic 6 Bravo Golf cross runway 02. So, cross runway 02 Epic 6 Bravo Golf.
I'll have to, when I'm landing, pay more attention to making sure I don't grab the prop lever, and you know, when I'm trying to pull back on the throttle. So, but it's part of the challenge of flying in the BR the way I do. On the 172 I was flying, there's no prop lever, so that was never a problem. But I also think it's kind of hard to say. I keep thinking I'm like too low in the seat here, but the problem is that Parking brake.
Set.
Um,
Power beta.
if I get myself higher in the seat, then it's really hard to see these switches here, because they're tucked in underneath. So if you're too high, if I'm up like this, there's no way I could see them. So I think I'm just gonna have to deal with this and just learn that this is how it is. So okay, so.
Off. ATC leave frequency.
Oh, whatever.
COM 1 and 2 off. Power. Idle. Propeller. Feathered. Condition lever. Low. MFD flight plan. Delete FPL. Transponder.
I thought it was on standby.
STBY.
Oh, okay.
Autopilot master.
It was looking for me to push it. Oh.
Off. Trim. Off. Taxi light. Off. Landing light. Off. Inertial separator. Off. Air conditioning. All off and min. Condition lever. Cut off. Starter gen. Off. At NG. Equals fuel pump L and R. Off. Fuel tank selector. Off. Breakers. All pushed. Inster and panel brightness. All dim. All switches. Off. ESI 500. Shutdown. Door.
Okay. Looks like we're done. All right. Didn't go too bad. Alrighty. Gonna call it a day. And stream did everything I wanted it to do. And guess we're done. So thanks for all who stopped by. And if you enjoy this content, please click on the follow button. And we'll be in this airplane again. I'm kind of dragging my feet a little bit. I'd kind of like to, when X-Plane 12.1.0 comes out, I want to be streaming that. But we'll just have to see how that works out. And but other than that, have a great day. It was a lot of fun. Bye bye.